Hello and welcome to another edition of Unpopular Reviews, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, we are going to be talking about none other than Police Academy, ladies and gentlemen. Six, City at Siege, which, in my opinion, is actually one of the better ones. I was really, really surprised by this movie, and we'll talk about it. Join us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I am joined by none other than the hardcore triple X, Mike Knox. All
I am
right.
I am here. I am excited. I like what you just said there. This is arguably my favorite police academy, City Under Siege. I'm not gonna say this much to go against what you pick because I told you I'm like you. I love watching movies, and I'm not 100% against this franchise. Is watching it back to me hold all the appeal. But this is the sixth one. This might be a 3 for 3. All right, and if you're playing Major League Baseball, that's a Hall of Famer. Okay, so I'm excited for Police Academy Under Siege. Who else we got joining us today? I feel a. Do I smell a hater? Is there a hater backstage?
Well, there's a couple of haters.
There's a couple of haters.
And the name goes by Hey Hey Ho Ho, Executive Consultant. But we all like to call him Captain Harris around here, ladies and gentlemen, especially for the Police Academy series. And the first thing he's going to say to us is, move it, move it, move it.
Yeah, and when I say move it, I want to move from 1989 to 1990 when there was no more Police Academy movies. Let me tell you something. Police Academy 6, you all are sitting here giving it this praise, and I'm over here thinking like, oh, wow, they are really rolling out things to talk about. They're really running out plots. They don't know what they're going to do, and that's why they created Police Academy 6. We want to get some more money, but we don't know what to do.
They had a contract, bro. Maybe it was a 7-movie minimum. Who knows? Because how they squeeze 7 movies out of this, I do not know. I want to have one Spaceballs.
I don't know how they squeezed one movie out of this.
It's easy to see. You notice how, like, after the first movie, every single movie, there's literally a couple of credits, and they go right into the story. This is just like honestly, like a lot of this stuff feels like episodes of SVU.
What?
Did you just compare Police Academy to SVU?
I mean, hey, it's police. Right,
all I know is the police that's coming from the old town, because I'm brown. That's all I know.
Straight out of Compton, baby. But
we need to review Straight Outta Compton again. Rewatch.
That was a good one.
I don't think we ever did that movie.
But now, see, when it comes to this movie,
I think it's on Hulu.
Nice. When it comes to this movie, it was a lot of the same stuff, all of the same characters, and that's why these things feel episodic. Now, for this one, now everybody has a whole bunch of experience. People are lieutenants and sergeants and all this other stuff. A lot of the same characters, and everybody's pretty much doing the same stuff. Jones doing his classic bits, just making all kinds of different noises and all kinds of stuff throughout this movie. But now the interesting part about it is just that it's the late 80s, so crime is at an all-time high. So once again, you have a movie that's kind of a little bit more reflective of society. However, they're taking it a little bit more serious because now you have a situation where there's somebody that's a little bit more cunning, a little bit, and has the entire police the police department just in shambles because they're pretty much just outsmarting everybody that's in the police department. So a lot of this starts to feel like an episode of Scooby Doo.
Oh wow.
Where the whole time you're really just trying to figure out, all right, who's the guy? Because throughout most of this movie, you see that the bad guy is just like a guy behind, like a guy in a hat, and all you see is just a shadow. You know what I mean? And like he's got a bunch of goons that are doing all of his dirty work and all every single thing that he sends them out to do, they're outsmarting the police. So, aside from all of the original kooky antics and the sophomore humor, um the story behind this movie, in my opinion, was very, very interesting. And I mentioned Scooby Doo because especially like at the end when Hightower rips the guy's face off, that whole thing felt very Scooby Doo. And I was just waiting for the guy to be like, my plan would have gone through if it wasn't for you damn kids.
You meddling kids.
You stupid dog. That's what this whole thing felt like. So I mean, like I said before, outside of all of the kooky antics and the funny things and everything that continuously happens to Captain Harris, I gotta give, at least so far up to this movie, I think that the MVP for the entire Police Academy is Proctor,
It's gotta
because
be Proctor. Proctor!
Proctor is hilarious how dumb-witted he is. And like, oh man, like I don't know, it's like Chris and David. Oh God. Oh man, Proctor is so David. And I swear to God, it's so funny.
Hey
Yeah,
yo,
I
hey
love it.
yo. If y'all know who we're talking about, people, we're talking about the technician.
Oh my
Okay, David is Proctor, yo. Hey yo. I need a
Oh
drink.
man, yo, for real. Oh man, and I see Proctor, and then I just think of David, like when he's happy and starts doing the marching dance, and that shit just has me dying. Anyway, listen, this movie, it was just a good time, man. It really was. You still have a lot of the stuff from the '80s that people are sensitive about or just complain about because they got nothing else to complain about. But it's still just another Police Academy movie that was just another episode and pretty hilarious, in my opinion. There's a lot of things to pick out. I know we're gonna get some rain clouds in a minute, but yeah, 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 yeah. It's still a good time.
As
Let
I
me tell you.
always say, I love the artwork of the movies. To me,
Yeah,
that
even
tells you
that
a
was hot.
lot
Yeah.
from the movie. When you see that in the movie, I think that stands out a lot about where the
Hmm.
movie's going. This means there's going to be a lot of mayhem.
Yep.
Okay, Proctor down there in the middle. I mean, where can this movie go at this point? You got my man carrying the fish wherever he goes now. Wrong movie. I'm sorry. And I just absolutely like. I look at this movie and just remembering how, and she's back here laughing, laughing at me and it's throwing me off. But again, we have no Mahoney, and you're like, how can this movie continue without Mahoney? I think just like the first one did. It's going to be like you said, Vic. It is Police Academy. At this point, you know what to expect. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be dumb, But if you're a fan of them or at all, or find people, you walk past, I drop your shorts kind of funny, this is the kind of movie for you. Okay. I say if you watch any, Airplane or Spaceballs, those kind of films, this Police Academy is right up your alley to me. They're all the same genre of comedy. But this time around, just seeing, to me, this one kind of takes back to Citizens on Patrol in a sense with Under Siege, because the crime wave that takes place in this movie, them having to go out there and do it, that's where the comedy becomes into place right there. And just again, like the other movies, before the hater comes in the house, it just has stupid funny comedy. I mean, what makes you laugh? People still laugh at armpit farts. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I still find armpits funny and all that they're disgusting at the same time. Hey, hey, ho, ho, your take.
You would find that disgusting. That sophomoric humor of yours. Let me tell you, There was two things I liked about this movie. I'm actually going to somewhat agree with you all, right? Ron's not here. I was actually going to somewhat agree with you all. Of all the Police Academy movies up until now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, CS. This is my favorite one. I actually, news alert, I chuckled.
One chuckle?
Right before this episode, we were in pre-production, right? Right before this episode, Mike and I were talking about a movie. It's called Batman Begins Return to Joker. And one of my favorite scenes, so subtle. I like the small things. Call me Paul Heyman. I like the small things. One of my favorite scenes is at the end, the final battle between Batman, the new Batman, or Batfake as he was called, and the Joker. And Joker says, "Come on, McGinnis, laugh. I can't hear you." And then McGinnis hit him with the buzzer thing and said, "Ha, ha." That's what I felt like when I watched this movie. Ha, ha. Because I saw something. I gave 2 ha's. I gave 1 ha to one character and another ha to another character. And I thought I should bring them out right now. This is my favorite character in the movie that got me 1 ha. Here he is. Thought he was hilarious. Thought he was funny. Ha. Right? You're probably saying,
ha. He said ha.
Who's the second person, right? Who's the second person that got a ha? Well, this is my second person who got a ha.
Yeah,
this guy right here. Ha, ha.
You gotta stop.
That's how I felt when I watched this movie. Ha, ha. He made me laugh. He made me chuckle when he couldn't complete sentences. It's like I'm talking to one of you clowns watching this show. It was like he can't complete his sentences. You know, it was so funny. It was a moron that you knew that it was something Oz about him. Not odd. Oz about him if you get the pun, right? So I chuckled. So, Vic, I'm not going to give you as much of a hard time. One. Thank you, Mike. It took you forever. But I'm not going to give you that much of a hard time when it comes to this one. Out of all the little crap in the franchise you gave me 4, Police Academy 1, Police Academy 2, Police Academy 3, Police Academy 4, Police Academy, how many dumps does it take before you have a good shit in the toilet? 5.
I am not a nugget.
Depends on what you ate.
Well, you're going to eat crow because you had me watch Police Academy 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you gave me 6, and I chuckled. So I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, find out some more movies that we're reviewing coming up. Stay with us. You're watching a popular review.
When it's just us decorating, it kind of feels like child labor.
Honey, it's not labor if we don't pay you.
Yeah. It's the most wonderful time. Slowly, I could feel the Christmas ember beginning to glow again.
My first save, there was this little sick kid. What did they call him?
It was Tiny Tim.
No. Sweet kid, one crutch.
Nope.
Little Larry.
No, Tiny Tim.
Micro Mike. Super small Steve.
Holy.
Tis the season to be jolly. Ho, 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 bah humbug to me. Christmas movies wrapping up. The last 2 Christmas movies coming out this week, along with the last couple Police Academies. We were supposed to do this like 4 or 5 months ago. Vic dropped the ball. But we have completed it after this next one coming out. And then we're going into our next month and our next franchise, which is the Star Trek franchise. Looking forward to that. And for next month, the theme for that month is going to be Hulu. Hulu theme movies? No, Hulu original movies. That's what we're going to call it. Hulu original movies month. Looking forward to that. But today we're talking about none of the Police Academy 6. I'm the exec consultant. Up there is Mike Knox, along with Lassard, who plays a big part in Police Academy 7. But anyway, let's go ahead. Final thoughts, thumbs up and thumbs down. Mike Knox, I think we should start with you. What do you give, Mr. This is your favorite Police Academy movie?
Well, since you're going to give my spoiler away, thumbs up. I mean, I said this about the last movie. Not having Mahoney, you miss him, but you kind of don't notice him other than he's just not there. You know what I mean? So thumbs up for me. Lieutenant Lassard, I mean, Tackleberry's still doing his thing. At this point, I'm over. What's the black guy's character's name?
Bubba Smith.
No, not Bubba. Bubba can't get that wrong.
Michael Winslow?
Jones's character, the noise guy. Other than that, I like this movie. I'm here for this movie. I'm glad we're almost done though. But I give it a thumbs up for sure. What you got on this one, executive consultant? Because I know you're going to give it a thumbs down.
No, Lazard was going to go.
Okay, go ahead, Lazard.
Well, this is another movie that is a projection of the time. It was hilarious. It was a good story. It was very Scooby Doo. Even though, you know what, in the beginning of the movie,
Okay, Raggy.
the mayor came across like Adam West, from Family Guy, like Mayor West. Came across that way. It reminded me of Mayor West from Family Guy a little bit, like, 'cause he was just so dumb with it. So I feel like he was the perfect villain. Because it was just hard to tell, hard to figure out who it was. At first, I thought it was Captain Harris. You know what I mean? And for the majority of the time. So because of all of that and the fact that it really kept me stuck to the story more than any other Police Academy, definitely a thumbs up.
And shout out to Mrs. What's the old lady? She was back in this one too. Mrs. Steinwick.
Yeah,
Mrs. Steinwick was back in this one. We miss her in Miami for Police Academy 5. She was back in this one, so I like that part. Executive consultant.
So, I mean, and let me tell you something right now. Mike's so wrong. I'm not giving this movie a thumbs down. I don't know why he keeps saying that. I've already said this was my favorite of the Police Academy movies, right? And even though I'm playing this picture, right? I felt like freaking Groundhog's Day. I'm like, Vic, why are you doing this to me again? How many times do I have to watch a Police Academy movie? And I'm like, this is utter garbage and utter trash. You do it to me every time. Yes, I chuckled 2 or 3 times in this movie, but the other times I was like, when's it going to end? Why is it not over? When is it going to end? I woke up and it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and I wanted to hit the time clock, and I'm just so upset. So, no, I'm not giving this movie a thumbs down, and no, Mike, for being a smartass, I'm not giving this movie 5 thumbs down. This Police Academy 6. You get 6 thumbs down, okay? It gets one from Apple, it gets one from Windows, it gets one from Twitter, it gets one from Facebook, it gets one from Google. I don't even know what the freak Joy Pixels is, but it got one from there, too. That's how I feel. I feel like I need coke to watch Police Academy 7, and I don't do cocaine. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Ignore the sugar boogers, or whatever the hell Mike calls it.
Booger sugar.
It's
called booger sugar.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us here at Unpopular Review Entertainment. Tune in to us. If you have not checked out our End of the Year Award episode, please go ahead and check it out on Unpopular Review Entertainment as well as Unpopular Review Wrestling. It was a great time had by all. Go ahead and rewatch it. Thank you so much for watching us. We will see you right here next time on Unpopular Review. Good night. Good day. See you.